Welcome to 145 Garage. Today's task is to answer another age-old question on the internet. How do you replace the spark plugs on a Series 2 Buick V6, which can be found in cars like this 2004 Buick LeSabre? From below or from above? Let's find out. Now before we start, I want to make it clear that this video is not about the 3 front-facing spark plugs on this transverse-mounted engine. I think we can all agree that those are relatively straightforward to get to. So we're going to fast forward through that part of the job, as fiddly as it is, and focus on the 3 spark plugs on the rear bank facing the firewall. To complete this job, you will need spark plugs. I use ACDelco 41101s, an ignition wire set, in this case ACDelco part number 9746DD. When I recorded this video last year, this particular LeSabre had about 40,000 miles on it, mostly by its original owner, who drove it less and less as she got older. As best as I can tell, all of these tune-up components were original, so as a precaution, I also ordered up a set of spark plug wires to do the job. 3/8" drive ratchet. I use a flex head ratchet due to its extra flexibility. Probably not a must, but you'll probably have to fiddle with U-joints and extensions to have the same effect. A 2" extension to help get to the plugs, and a 5/8 spark plug wrench. You could use just a deep 5/8 socket in a pinch, but know that it is very easy to break the porcelain insulator on spark plugs when you're using a regular deep socket. If I had a nickel for every time I broke a spark plug over the years using a regular socket, I wouldn't be posting videos on YouTube.
Yeah, and as I suspected, the wire broke. There we go. There's the end. There we go. Another one with wire. Another broken wire, which is actually, I'm assuming the other one's going to break the same way, so I mean, I can feel it. It's mostly off. Whew. There it goes. There's nothing graceful but I don't, so I'm not. And this one should be see if I can sort of get it. a sucker. I'll try. Oh, it did. Nice. Undo that part of the loom. Okay. The boot didn't come off, so I'm gonna have to cut the boot. Boot out of there. Done.
Wire out. All right, so
This one, being at the front, should have, relatively speaking, easy access. Let's see. So I'm going to go in this way. What the hell? Like the switch getting thrown backwards. There. Oops. Now, to get the plug wrench in there, flip the other way. There. get that. Oh, let's not drop it. Let's put it on this way because I'm sure we can wiggle it onto there. Beautiful. There. Okay. That. And then there is, where is it? Right here. I need to get that under here. That's all right. Other than that, it's fine. Right. Let's see what else it clips. Does it clip on anything else, or does it just sit on there with the oil fill and the thing here? Seems like it just sits weird. Anyway, done. Okay. Once I realized all the plugs were essentially identical in condition, I didn't bother keeping them in number order anymore. But as you can see by their condition and how rusty the hex is, I don't know that these are original to the car, but I would also not be surprised based on their condition. After a test drive, the car drives measurably better than it did before, at least in my opinion. We'll let the customer know about that, who was my sister, ha ha ha. And we'll go from there. But the takeaway from all this is that it is in fact possible to replace all 6 spark plugs and wires on Series 1, Series 2, Series 3 Buick 3800 V6 from the top without having to get on, put it up on a lift. A lift would be a luxury and would make it easier, but it's definitely not necessary, and my guess would be that doing it underneath on with the jack stands would be a pain in the ass because it would just be the wrong height to reach anything. To get it high enough to get it underneath, it'd be too high to reach the plug, so you wouldn't have the leverage you would think. So just suck it up and do it from the top like the rest of us. That is all for now.